What up? Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? So I want to check up on the portfolio. I hope everyone had a good day. I want to see how my positions are doing. Maybe we filled the rest of the positions, maybe not. It looks like we didn't fill them all. We filled a little bit more. So yeah, we're going to just do a quick summary of my portfolio performance. I mean, it's only been a day, so these positions are longer term. And check out the markets and also prepare for tomorrow. So let me see. I think that I hope the music's not too loud, but I think we're good. So we do it live, guys. I'm doing all the production live, so we'll roll with it. So yesterday we filled some, what did we fill? Some Ethereum, some Bitcoin, some Chainlink. And it looks like another I only filled a third of the Chainlink position. It looks like another third filled, and then we have a little bit more. And I have a feeling same thing with Bitcoin and Ethereum since we are coming down a little bit. So right here I have a Bitcoin chart up. Yesterday we were at the top of this range I have drawn out here. I don't know. Ascending range channel, and it looks like we're trading towards the bottom of it. So my original trade idea, which I had missed, we're actually kind of retesting it. So what I did was, instead of buying it since it was up here, I used a grid bot to start putting on that position. So let's see how that grid bot is performing. And yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. So it looks like overall Bitcoin saw a little bit of a retracement since last night. Let's see exactly what that is. Retraced about 4%. Yeah, 4% from the highs. It is though still in this channel. So I mean, this channel, I drew it kind of sloppy here. Let's see, let's draw it a little better, like that. Something like that. So exactly where my original entry I wanted it to be. And overall, we have been coming down. We've been in for the last, since the 9th of March. So the last few weeks, we have been coming back up, making higher highs and higher lows. So I want to see this hold. I want to see the low of this channel hold. Otherwise, I'm looking for a much bigger move down to as low as 60 on a much bigger time frame. So yesterday we went ahead and selected, we put some alerts down here on the way down to 60 so I can get alerted if we break out of the range that we're in now. So what I want to do is just briefly look at the positions we took. Let's see, ETH, same thing, ETH retraced. Let's see if it did as much as Bitcoin. Let's put it back on the 4 hour. Yeah, 6%. So ETH retraced more than Bitcoin versus the dollar. So right now we are ETH heavy in the portfolio. So what I want to be doing on this is, yo, what's up, Joker Trades? Thanks for coming through. How was your trading session? I tuned in for a little bit. I missed the end of it though. I just tuned in the beginning because I was still on. So ETH is bouncing down here where I had drawn out the top of this previous range. So let's see if that holds. So ETH is currently my biggest position of the portfolio. About a third of it, a little less than a third. And then Bitcoin, so almost equal with Bitcoin, and then Chainlink is way less. So we do have more money in the account, but right now I'm hoping that leave that in there if we do get a bigger retracement. So that is assigned already to the grid bot here. So if I go down to grid bot, we can see the positions that we put on. You know what, maybe I should go to full screen. I knew something was off. I gotta switch my screen around here. All right, so we're full screen. So I'm gonna go to GridBot. Not bad, green, around 900 for the day. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, I ended this morning session with $200 on one account, which I'll take that any day. I want to look at the traditional markets too. We'll look at NQ and ES also. I want to start comparing to see how correlated they are. Okay, so the Bitcoin grid bot. Did we fill any more? It looks like we filled one more. Yep, we filled one more buy. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more buys lower on the grid. So if we come down all the way to 78, we'll be in that full position. 78,000. And so with Ethereum, same thing, I think. Let's see. We didn't fill any yet. So here would be the next fill. So we have three buys set lower, and then I think 7 sells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sells set higher. Right, so I want to see if we bounce here. I mean, in the longer term, we have been bearish. So I don't have, you know, expectations for it to just recover all at once, and that's why I'm using the grid bot here, because maybe we do get a spike and we sell off some of the position and come back down or something like that. So and then going to the smart trades, just the link position, and I think we filled the second part of it. Yeah. So the first order was placed here, second one filled here, and the third one would be down here. And this is a very small position. It's kind of like a feeler position. I don't know, not really a feeler, but just small size. I haven't been actively trading altcoins lately, so I'm starting small size in all of these, and that's why the other ones too, or not partially why, the other ones I'm doing in the grid bot. So we have our positions on, they're still filling, they're not all the way filled. And it's putting our portfolio at about 50% exposure, right? Let's see, one more time. Yeah, okay, so 43% USD. So I like that right now. I don't want to be fully exposed right now. I definitely think we could see more downside. And overall, it's kind of a little uncertain times. We have like some potentially bullish news with US government adding crypto on the order books, as a holding, and to me that's bullish. So the other position I'm interested in is XRP. So let's look at that real quick. Did I already have it up? Nope. Let's bring XRP up here. So XRP has been holding the best. I'm curious how it dipped from the top, though. Okay, so actually higher percentage even than the Ethereum. So more volatile. It also had a stronger pump, though. So where would I want to buy XRP is what I'm thinking about. Like, what would be a level I wouldn't want to say no to? So this is on a weekly chart. I don't know why it's not showing more than... I don't know why it's not showing more than this. Maybe I need to find a better chart. Let's see, XRP, USD. Let's try Coinbase. Oh, that is the Coinbase chart. Let's see, XRP, USD, Bitstamp, Bitfinex. I guess maybe Binance chart. Oh, that's futures contract. What would be the older chart? Bitstamp? Alright, there it is. Okay, so I definitely want to be a buyer of XRP down here. Would it come down here? I cannot imagine that. So that is a crazy move that happened. Look at that. That is an alt run right there. So, wait, it went up like 5x or something. In total, yeah, about 5x, 550%. So, I would definitely want to buy it if we come back down here. I'm going to set an alert a little above. So I'm pretty much drawing a range right here. Let's see. Something like that. So I'm going to put some alerts down here. I don't think it's going to come down here anytime soon. So, I mean, buying the dip on it could just mean buying the bottom of this range. However, I mean, maybe we do see some movement, bigger move down if there's any drama. So I'm going to be watching to try to snipe some entries on XRP. And oh, what? I opened XRP on all of the charts. All right, that's awesome. Let's see. Bitcoin. Oh, because I double clicked it. Ethereum. Link. So Link is a coin I really like because it actually has a use case unlike most of the coins. And XRP because of the current news, and it seems to be accepted by the mainstream. And then, you know, for now, I'm not really just looking for random altcoins, not quite yet. I mean, Solana I want to monitor. I'd be scared to buy Solana though, and I was thinking some DeFi. But yeah, let's look at Solana. It's at 128. That's pretty crazy. Holy moly. I'm going to put on the weekly chart. So where would I definitely want to buy Solana? This is crazy. So I was originally, I was buying Solana at like around $2 or even under $2. And that was one of my best trades ever. Rode it all the way up to, on this first rally. Rode it up to 250. Sold a lot of it at the top, but I reinvested it in Solana ecosystem coins. Not all of it, but a lot of my profits I actually ended up giving back to Solana ecosystem. But I don't know, when it comes to how my portfolio is performing, I'm thinking to do kind of like a weekly roundup every week of performance. I don't know, maybe Fridays or Thursdays. I'm not sure yet. And but since we just put on these positions yesterday, I don't think there's any point in doing it. These are longer term positions. I mean, I could actually, okay, looking at Solana now, I could argue that this might be the spot to buy. I'd be scared to buy it, but that's when you should buy, right? When you're scared, when there's fear. I can't imagine it dropping anymore is the thing. I mean, I already have an alert down here at 60. I did have a couple good trades on this rally here, but I was all out of it probably by like $50. So, this salon is actually tempting to me. %15 or so stop loss. Back up to here. That's actually really tempting to me. I'm gonna think about that. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna wait though, so I'm just gonna prepare, watch what it does. Maybe drop down to the lower time frame. I'm gonna set an alert down here too, and below if it breaks down, and above if it breaks up. So I got some alerts set. I mean, it does look like it's continuing this pattern of like kind of making bear flags. So I don't know. I'm not gonna do it right at this moment. I'm just gonna begin to watch it, put it on my watch list. And that's one thing I like trading the higher time frame, is that I tend to move a little bit slower. The difference of a little bit of change that doesn't matter as much when the stop loss is like 15 to 30%. So yeah, Solana's gonna be one of the ones I watch the most right now, and maybe even start filling small size on it. Like also with the smart trades, I'll put on a position, and then I can keep adding to it as the position's doing well. So you can come in here and hit add funds. So I'm curious. So yesterday we had FOMC. I want to give a quick shout out to 3commas. Thanks for sponsoring the show, 3commas. And I've been using 3commas, I think, I'm pretty sure it's more than 6 years now, but I need to double check that. But I don't know where I can see that. I'm going to double check that so I can say, because it's pretty crazy. I've been using it for a very long time. So very thankful that a company that I actually like and have used and have continued to support myself, I could get a sponsorship through. So I appreciate that. Support my stream too by supporting them and using code Luna when you log into 3commas, and you can actually try 3commas for free. I'm going to post a link in the chat. But okay, so I want to look at Bitcoin compared to like the NASDAQ. Where's my chat at? I don't have it open. Here we go. Okay, so this week we had FOMC. I'm not sure how, like in the past, I've never really correlated those things with Bitcoin as much. I always thought there's a negative correlation. Okay, so maybe I did correlate it, but just in a negative way. Now though, sometimes I felt like it gets more synced up with it, where they become correlated. But FOMC seemed to kind of not be a big deal. I think it was slightly bearish. Right, they said quantitative tightening. I think it was lower unemployment, or higher unemployment, lower employment. Unemployment rate is anticipated to rise slightly. Inflation, personal consumption, inflation rate projection was adjusted to 2.7 compared to the estimate of 2.5, so more inflation. I don't know. I think it was more bearish, and I was surprised we got this crazy FOMC pump. Well, it wasn't crazy for FOMC, but we did get a pump, and we can actually look at that. That was, oh gosh, where was it? Right here on ES. Here's FOMC. So ES pumped about 100 points, a little less. And sold off partway, but then grind it back up. Then we hit a big sell-off. That was last night during London session. Completely sold back off, and then bidders came back in and bidded us all the way back up. So, and then we sold off again. So I don't know. I'm gonna consider that FOMC pretty much a wash. And so let's compare this to Bitcoin. This is on a very low time frame though. Yeah, let's compare the low time frame. So I'm gonna go to Bitcoin and we're gonna drop it to the 5-minute chart. I'm gonna make a Bitcoin chart using some of my other templates. I think it looks a little better on the stream. So Wednesday, let's see what happened. Yeah, so Bitcoin got a little bit of a pump. It totally got a pump. Wednesday, okay, so at the very beginning of Thursday at night is when we start to get the sell-off, which is actually, it led the way. We got Bitcoin sell-off first, and then we got the ES and NASDAQ sell-off. So that's kind of interesting to me, and it's continuing to sell off. So whatever, we found a little bottom here. Very interesting to me. I don't really have any particular plans to do any like day trading with Bitcoin, but maybe I'd look at it a little bit. Maybe we do some smaller moves. I would need to fund the account a little bit more to do smaller moves to make it worth their while. Like I'm seeing a little setup down here. So overall, I'm not trying to rush into anything. I want to be patient. I have orders set all the way down in these ranges on the grid bots. And I have one more order of Link to buy on my smart trade. Yeah, that's right here. And then I'm going to be continuing to look at altcoins. Like, so now I added Solana, and we're going to be looking at XRP. And I'm just going to keep moving slow like this, where we alter the portfolio slightly and maintain a balanced portfolio compared to where the market's at. So right now, I think I'm at max exposure for what I want. We're almost at 50% exposure, or we're a little bit more than 50%, right? Yeah, we're at 57%, 56.5% exposure to crypto in this portfolio. So that's kind of what I'm going to be gauging a lot of my risk, and I want to always have dry powder to buy the dip, especially right now. So if we get a bigger dip, I want to be able to buy that. I am planning on funding this account more shortly. Well, I'm going to add another exchange, so I just got to clear it out first, and then I think I'm going to add Gemini and then see if I can add Coinbase. So these trades right now, like this Link trade, I thought I would be able to see on this chart. Let's see. Here it is. So those are my two entries so far, and I have one more entry down here. So my average entry will be around 14 bucks. So yeah, this type of trade, and we can see it here if I put it on the daily, that, you know, this is weeks potentially to fill or to go to a TP. So we'll be monitoring it slowly, and that's why I also want to start to fill my position slowly, and this is just how I've always managed my crypto. It could happen quick and we get a spike and I'm in and out of a trade in a matter of a few days or less even, but generally it's a slower process than I do my day trading. Let's look at any upcoming economic news too. So today's Thursday, so I am curious to start watching how Bitcoin reacts to the news. So it looks like on Monday, no, nothing major. Do we have any good news coming up? Well, okay, we have durable goods next Wednesday, but not really much. GDP growth rate Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Core PCE, price index, personal income, personal spending. Okay, so we have news the latter part of next week. So I'm going to kind of start to keep my eye open on how Bitcoin reacts during those times. Just like it seemed like Bitcoin was rallying into this FOMC and after too. And I don't know if that's anything to do with it, but I'm going to just start to pay attention to that. So I don't think I have any more update on these positions here. So let's look at ES and NQ. So I'm going to go ahead and prep some stuff for tomorrow and see if, yeah, I'm just going to do some prep here. So I'm going to turn on my session volume profiles. And so I'm kind of curious to try to bring some of this method into crypto. And so I'm going to do it here and then start looking at Bitcoin as well, like this, and maybe some of the larger cap alts. So we have yesterday's high right here. This area here, it's hard to see right now the way it is. This area is yesterday. I can turn off the background thing. There we go. That's easier to see. So here's New York session, and here's market open, or whatever, Globex open right here. So this is ES. So yesterday we traded a little higher than the day before, and right now we rejected off of previous day mid. We have value area low right here. New York value area low. Not that. New York value area low at 5,694. Value area high. New York value area high at 5,737. And then we have entire session's value area high right there. Okay, so I'm going to do that on ES and NQ, and then I want to do that on Bitcoin too and see what that looks like. So I'm just zooming in on TradingView and getting those levels more precise. I think I forgot one. Where's point of control? There you are. So I'm going to put on point of control. Right there. I'm going to zoom in and make sure I got that right. Doesn't look right. Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, so we got the point of control on, and I think that's it. So there's ES, and so right here I have the initial balance and of London and New York. I'm so curious now to see how Bitcoin reacts to that. And since it's a 24-hour market, like I've never traded the market hours with crypto, but now that I've been doing it with NASDAQ and ES, I'm curious if it's correlated at all. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to turn on my session volume profiles and drag this down So we have yesterday's high. We have yesterday's low. We have value area high. We have New York's value area high. New York's value area low. And entire session's value area low. So I'm going to zoom in on that. Make sure I got it real precise. Value area high. New York value area high. Yesterday's mid. Point of control. Oh, I didn't do that right. Right there. Point of control. And then value area low. And New York value area low. So I think we're gravy. Alright, so now let's do that to Bitcoin. So those are my levels for tomorrow. So I'm kind of curious if Bitcoin behaves reacts to any of those levels, and how I would potentially day trade Bitcoin, or if I'd have to use a different system than what I've been using for traditional markets here for futures. So let's do that. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to save this and open a copy of it. So I already have a crypto one, but I'm going to copy this. Let's see, make a copy. And I'm going to call it Experiment Bitcoin or crypto. Whatever. Crypto. And maybe can use this to do some more intraday trading with Bitcoin or altcoins too. So we have Bitcoin USD, and let's also do it with ETH. I mean, XRP is actually taking the lead over Ethereum. It's kind of crazy. I still want to do Ethereum. So I have the same chart settings. I'm very curious. Okay, so let's just look at Bitcoin. I've never done this before, so this is the first time of me doing this. It looks like it's kind of making it weird. Hmm. 20. This isn't right. Alright, so first thing I want to do actually though, I want to put on Spaceman BTC. Alright, so let's try those levels first. So yeah, I'm pretty much looking for levels to trade off of, to use. So here's Spaceman BTC. I'm going to actually turn off those session volume profiles. So yeah, I'm starting to make a new charting setup for the crypto here, and maybe phase out my old charts. Just because I've been using forever doesn't mean they're going to be the most valuable for me. So I'm going to copy this VPVR though, this volume range, visible range volume profile, and add that to this chart. Nope, not this one. Where is it? Not that one. This one. Okay, so I'm trying to keep it clean. So we have previous week levels. We have Monday, mid, and high. Previous week, high. Or wait, monthly open. Monday low. Weekly open. Previous week mid. I wonder if I could trade this in a bot. It's only about a 1% range. So here's the hourly chart. So I don't know. Okay, I like these levels for starting with, for now, and using the volume profile. So I'm gonna at least look at these and then keep looking at my other chart for now. So I am interested to learn a little bit more about some of these other bots on 3commas, but I don't really have that much experience with them. The signal bot and the DCA bot would be for building a position over a longer period of time. And let's see, where's the other bot? Yeah, signal bot I could potentially use using some of my strategies with the RSI. Let's see. Custom signals, different signals from sources, automate trading rules with Transcript. Yeah, so here's what I could do. So I have made some Transcript strategies. So I could have something simple that at least, I mean, yeah, this will, I actually already have some Transcript strategies. So I might actually start spot or back testing some of my strategies, because that'd be pretty cool to use one of these bots. Yeah, so maybe this is something we'll do on one of the next streams, and I'll put a little work in first before getting into it. So that's something on the list, and then I'm just gonna be following these coins to look for more trades. So for now, I'm gonna leave my portfolio where it is. I think I have enough exposure, and if it does keep dipping, we have more set to buy, quite a bit more Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then and a little bit more Link, and then I'm gonna be looking at XRP and at Solana. So really, I think that's about it for today. I'm just gonna keep tabs on my portfolio weekly or daily, I mean, and do little updates. And for now, and over time though, it will start to build the amount of positions I have open and closed, and doing analysis and monitoring positions, plus analyzing my performance and improving upon it, and tracking my trades, trade journaling, and all of that. So where is the trade journal here? History. Oh, Siri thinks I'm speaking to Siri. So yeah, just these two trades that aren't closed yet. Wait, why doesn't it show the Link trade? I'm not sure. So really, that's it for now. I mean, I'm just monitoring the performance, and I mean, we're down a little less than $100, but these positions aren't even filled yet. So it coming down is filling the position. So that's the whole plan here. And if it does go without me, I might end up filling the positions more expensive too on strength. So I'm gonna be watching XRP. I'm gonna be watching Solana. And we're building Chainlink, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Chainlink I really like, because I actually always thought it was one of the coins that has a big purpose. It's an oracle, and a lot of things use it in crypto. So a lot of things call on the function of Chainlink to produce, I don't know, I think produce like randomness and I guess I need to study up on oracles, but yeah, I don't know the best way to describe it right now. I'm trying to. I think a lot of other crypto uses Chainlink. Let's see. I'm a little rusty right now. Yeah, that enables blockchains or networks to access real-world data and off-chain computation across any blockchain. Yeah. So yeah, it allows kind of crossing data between different smart contracts, different blockchains. So a lot of different crypto uses Chainlink. But yeah, I've had some good trades on it. It's funny, when I get in sync with one coin, I will end up trading it a lot. Like Chainlink went sideways for so long before popping out, and then it made really good moves. So you can suffer for a lot longer than you want to, and end up getting out of positions. Like Chainlink doesn't move very quick. But when it does, it has these good rallies. So I've always liked Chainlink, and I think it's going to stick around. So that's one of the altcoins I have high on my list. But really just focusing on the majors here. That's another thing we can do is sort by market cap. So I could go to I don't know where the best place is right now to look at it, like CoinGecko. We'll go to CoinGecko here. And we can also look at, make a watch list by market cap. So it's funny, I think, oh, you know what? I thought XRP had crossed Ethereum. I really thought it had. That's interesting. Okay, so Ethereum's still ahead. Binance, BNB, Solana, Cardano, Doge. I'd be scared to touch Doge right now with Elon being in the news so much. Tron. Chainlink's number 14. So yeah, I'm trading Chainlink, but there's all these other coins above market cap wise, and I said I wanted to do higher market cap. Hyperliquid, I'd be into looking at. Actually, yeah, let's look at Hype. Is that offered on Kraken? Let's find out. We'll go Smart Trade, USD, Hype. No, that's not available here. Where is it available? I can add an exchange maybe. Is it on Gemini? KuCoin. Nope, it's not on Gemini. Has been coming down. Litecoin. See, Litecoin is one that I could imagine getting ETF. I definitely want to look at Litecoin too. Let's put Litecoin on this list here. So I'm going to change Maker out for Litecoin. Let's see. That's LTC versus BTC. So it's been holding well with Bitcoin the last week. Let's see LTC versus USD. Oh my God, big news about Kraken I just saw today was that Kraken has acquired NinjaTrader, and NinjaTrader owns Tradeovate. So I guess Kraken now owns NinjaTrader and Tradeovate. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I wonder if they're making any big changes. I like this Litecoin chart. And I saw that it sold for like 1.5 billion, which is insane to me. I have no reference point on how much NinjaTrader should be worth, but I didn't even know it's like I figured it's a very nichely used thing. Yo, what up, Session Flow? You got any crypto tickers you want to look at? So yeah, I'm interested to scoop some Litecoin too. I would maybe just put it on a grid bot and low position size, something like this. I mean, that's like 60 something percent in total right there of a range. Oh, this is Litecoin versus Bitcoin. Okay, let's look at it. Litecoin versus USD. So for Litecoin versus USD, I'd do something like, I don't know. So that's even bigger range. 90%. Maybe tighten it up a little bit like that. 60, that's about the same as before. So yeah, right now, okay, Litecoin, Solana, XRP, Chainlink, Ethereum, Bitcoin. These are the ones I'm going to focus on. I'm going to look into setting up the other exchange and a little bit more money in there to have to keep trading and be prepared if we do get a big dip. I want to be able to buy the dip. So I don't want to look at the futures contract. There it is. That's the XRP chart. Yeah, if Litecoin comes down here to like $60, I definitely want to scoop that. I want to put an alert down here. So yeah, I like to start with alerts, but then I also just like to put some stink bids on. That's something that has been awesome with crypto. Like, I actually alled in Bitcoin in 2012. I had my order set in 2012. I didn't mean to say that. 2020. I don't know why 2012. 2020. During COVID, I alled in. Let's find it. I wish I alled in Bitcoin in 2012. I wasn't trading Bitcoin. So 2020 March right here. So I had a stink bid set here at 5,000 even. Filled, kept going. So I did everything I owned at 5,000, and then as it recovered, it did keep going. The next day it kept going all the way down to 3,800. In my mind I would say 35, maybe it's a little less. Yeah, 38 Coinbase. And then we retraced it back up, and that $5,000 buy became the low, the last, the low of that area. Rallied all the way up to 60,000, bounced back up to 65, came down to 15, 16, whatever, and now back up. So right now my stink bids would be around 60,000. To be real stink bid, maybe down here towards 40, 45, something like that. But 60,000 looks solid to me for stink bids. So I want to have money ready, so I don't ever want to be too exposed where I couldn't buy a big dip like that for a longer term swing trade like this. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. We have our alerts set. We have alerts on Bitcoin. I don't have any on Ethereum. Ethereum, I'm going to put I don't know, I guess stink bids. If I had some stink bids, I mean, it would be, I can't imagine Ethereum going down to triple digits, but I'll put something here at 1100, add an alert. I'll do 1500, add an alert, and then I'll do, if we make a new low right here. So I got alerts on Ethereum, Bitcoin. I have a few on Chainlink for stink bids down here. I'm also going to do one right there. And then I'm actually going to do also a break of this low on Chainlink. So I get a text message from that. XRP, we just have stink bid alert down here. I mean, I guess breakout alert and breakdown alert. And Solana, we already set our alerts there above and below where we're trading now, and then some stink bids down here. Those are actually old alerts, it looks like. So I want to delete some of these. Yeah, those are definitely old. So yeah, this is going to be a slow process of just managing this portfolio and building the portfolio out and managing my positions, keeping an eye on the market. And this is how it's going to go. So this is about what I wanted to do for tonight. We're improving upon the plan. Oh, you took a day off today. Nice. Made dinner. Now my lady and I are going to chill out. Nice. Overall green and close to passing 100k XFA. Nice. Only about 500 is needed. So I have my charts all set up. I have alerts. My trades are rolling. Everything looks good. All my orders are placed. And I think that's really going to do it for tonight. Just going to keep checking in. That sounds good. I think I might want to go watch a movie or something too, and then go to bed and get ready to trade again tomorrow. So yeah, since you guys are here, we'll end it. We'll look at the traditional markets too again one more time. So we're trading right in the middle of New York initial balance. London, I mean, I'm bullish on this, just looking at it. We are resisting at previous day mid. You're in a short right now? Like for overnight? Just a quickie. Booked 80 already on a runner. Nice, there you go. Nice. Well, I got my charts all set up now for tomorrow. And we checked in on the crypto positions. I did everything I wanted to do. So I think we're all good. Thanks for coming by and saying hi though, guys. And anyone else here, I see there's a few others on watching the live. Feel free to say what's up. If you're in any trades or have any tickers that you want to see, definitely hit them up in the chat anytime. And other than that though, I'm just managing this portfolio and it looks all good. I got these orders on for the grid bots. I got my smart trade on. Grid bot. Both grid bots look fine. We can look at a zoomed in, I think, chart of them right here. Yep. So here's the Bitcoin grid bot. We can see made one buy right here. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I'm going to sign off too. That is it. Everything looks good. All the positions are rolling. And that's going to be it. So we're going to keep updating this every day. And I'm also going to be doing a little bit of my charting for the next day, looking at all the markets, ES and NQ, as well with Bitcoin. So I think we're all gravy. I'm interested to see if this bounces. So yesterday we closed red. we've kind of been alternating days here a bit. Maybe we get a little more wick to the downside tonight, and maybe move back up. That's like a 3-4% move. So if we did get that move, then I think that would hit some of my sells. Yeah, it hit a few of my sells on this Bitcoin. So great, that's perfect. All right, guys, we'll take it easy. I am going to sign out here. So I hope everyone has a really good night, get some rest, and we're going to be at it again tomorrow. So I'm just going to keep monitoring this performance of my portfolio, I guess maybe 4 or 5 days a week, and keep trading NQ and ES futures 5 days a week as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning on the other channel on just Luna Trades, and on this channel, Luna Trades Crypto. I'll see you guys 8 p.m. I think I'll go ahead and do tomorrow night, but I'm thinking to do Monday through Thursday or Sunday through Thursday. So I'm going to figure that out. Maybe I'll do Sunday through Thursday and then have my Friday nights off. So Sunday I like to get ready for the week too. So going over my trading rules, which will start to develop more of a strategy around how I'm trading my crypto and make it more defined. I've been doing it for a long time. So like I already have a lot of my performance, and I have this spreadsheet that I like to use. I've used a bunch of different ones, but I'll keep a track of my losers and winners, win rate, break even win rate, average trades per day, and total P&L. So this is from 2023 here. So this is more of my swing trades, which I got about 21,576. That was 75. That was not all of my trades though. That was just my swing trades that I was tracking. I also had like some other meme coins and NFTs and a bunch of other stuff going on. So this was actually a very small percentage, but these were the ones that were actually more like trading, more straightforward trades. So I want to start keeping track like this. However, we have the ability to do that with 3commas alone. So I'm going to try to keep it all in one spot for now. And also I can put notes here. So I really like that. So I have a pretty complete system already going here. So we'll see how it develops, and if I need to do anything else to stay extra organized, then I'll make a spreadsheet for it. So, but that is it, guys. All right, I'm cueing the outro music. I'm gonna make it happen. So I hope everyone has a really good night, and this is just a big push for me to stay on it and stay on my trading, and doing this every night I think will be really good for my crypto trading and managing my portfolio, and also preparing for the next day of trading futures. So I thank you for stopping by, and I'll be with you. I'll see you next time. I'll be with you tomorrow evening, if not Sunday night. So take it easy, everyone. All right, peace out. Ciao, cacao. See ya.